Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, NCAA Tournament Edition. New Mexico State plays tonight against San Diego State. The Aggies are the 13th seed. Fourth time in 5 years they're in the tournament. And this game, it seems winnable. I mean, it seems like a game they can win. It's not like they're playing another... out of all the teams the Aggies could have gotten as a 13 seed, I thought San Diego State was the most reasonable opponent.
Yeah, as Jason Groves has pointed out in his story, a lot of things need to break right for them. Yes. Obviously, they're 13 versus a 4. But this is a game that I think is very winnable for them. And I don't want to scare Aggie fans, but I've got a gut feeling on this one that finally the Aggies get off the schneid and maybe win a game. Of course, last week I had a gut feeling they would lose the WAC tournament and they won, so maybe my gut feelings are bad.
Yeah, I don't... I think the Aggies could beat San Diego State 2 out of 10 games, maybe 3 out of 10 games. I don't see them winning the game. I guess I just I had an issue with the Aggies' offensive system, and San Diego State has a great defense team. Bottom line, Aggies have to score. I mean, that sounds simple to say, but this is the game. First team to 50, first team to 60 wins. They have to put the ball in the bucket, whether that's their defense creating their offense, whether that's Sim and them big boys down low really pounding the ball, whether that's Kevin Aronis hitting 4 or 5 3-pointers. They need to put the ball in the hole. And if they can put the ball in the hole, they have a real shot. I think they're going to have some issues doing that against this defense.
Yeah, Sim and Chili really need to step up for sure. Sim can't, be a cupcake like he sort of was last year against St. Louis. He's got to go strong to the hole, just like you said. Try to control that paint. Use that 7-5. Control that paint. Big key is turnovers, obviously.
No question.
Aztecs are going to pressure them, try to cause turnovers. The Aggies have had trouble with that against Seattle and some other teams that have pressured them.
If the Aggies turn the ball over 15 to 20 times, they're not winning. The reason it is an appealing matchup on paper is because it's a game between two teams who, frankly, their defense is better than their offense. So realistically, you look at it and you say, you know what? Maybe the Aggies can hang. I think they can win. I just think their offensive deficiencies or shortcomings could show up in this game. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not out of the question.
No. This year, I just got a feeling. And maybe a low-scoring game plays well for them.
One of these years they're going to win a game.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe they hang close toward the end and get a good shot. Something happens.
Seen stranger things.
Exactly. So... I have more confidence this year than I have in other years getting ready to watch the Aggies.
Yeah. I thought last year against St. Louis was a decent matchup, but I was wrong. The Indiana game a few years ago didn't go well, and they really, I thought they played incredible against Michigan State 3 or 4 years ago. They really gave them a run for their money. Do you have any other NCAA tournament thoughts, predictions, insights from the great Brook Stockburger?
I do. I really like Florida this year. I know they're number 1 seed, so...
They have a great team.
Yeah, they're a great team. A lot of seniors. Billy Donovan as their coach has been there, done it before, as a player, as a coach. He didn't win a title as a player, I don't think, but in Providence they...
They are really
well.
They're clearly one of the top 2 teams.
Yeah, so I have them winning it all.
Yeah,
I have them beating Arizona, another number 1 seed in the final. I have Michigan, who's a 2 seed, I think. And Iowa State, who I think is a 3 seed in the Final Four as well.
Our Final Fours are very similar. I, of course, have Florida and Arizona. I have Iowa State as well. And then I do have Louisville as well. I think there's 3 wild cards in this tournament. I think that Florida and Arizona are clearly the best teams. I think Michigan State, Wichita State, and Iowa State are wild cards. I got to go with the mayor, Fred Hoiberg. He's done a great job. He
sure has. I have Wichita State making it to the Sweet 16 and then finally suffering their first loss.
Pistons need a coach. Yeah. NBA, Fred Hoiberg, is he an NBA guy?
He would fit right in there.
God.
I do have my Pitt Panthers winning their first game, but then losing the second game.
Yeah. So. Stephen F. Austin, you have them in?
I do. I have them winning their first round game. There's a 12. Every year a 12 wins, and this year I have Stephen F. Austin. I also have Dayton upsetting Ohio State. In a big Buckeye State showdown.
Yeah, I can't even think off the top of my head any huge. I definitely have Stephen. I think I've Wofford in my Elite Eight. No, I'm just kidding. Stephen F. Austin. This is the one tournament I want to say where interest, I think, actually wanes as the tournament moves on.
I think so too. This Thursday and Friday are 2 of the best days in the sports world.
Because everyone gets brackets, everyone's picking upsets.
Exactly, and there always are upsets, and there's last-second shots, and games are on all day long. You can be at work, and the TV's on. It's awesome. I get excited. I get riled up this day.
For the reason of that, and I feel like because interest wanes as the tournament moves on, and because I think that some teams get in that aren't necessarily the best teams in this conference, I feel like the tournament's a little overrated. What do you think of that?
No, I love it.
Okay.
I think they shouldn't have expanded to 68 teams.
No, I don't like that at all.
But I like it.
We're going way too long.
Yeah,
This was supposed to be.
Check with us tomorrow too. We're going to come back on and talk about the Aggie game.
We are going to come back on and talk about the Aggie game. And really, best of luck to the Aggies.
Yes, go Aggies.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.